Hello, people. Good afternoon. My name is Temi Tope, and this is my YouTube channel. It is called Atemi's Lifestyle. On this channel, we'll be discussing social issues, trending topics, and we'll be rubbing minds. This is going to be my first video on my channel, so I would like to appeal to you, encourage you to subscribe to my YouTube channel so that when I post a video, you get a notification. We're going to learn a lot from each other on this channel. I can promise you that. Okay, so for today's video, we are going to be talking about a topic that is usually that is said, and so to say, not so said. Yes, we'll be talking about girls with daddy issues. What does it mean when we say a girl has daddy issues? Most times when you see a grown woman who has the traits or characteristics of, in quotes, daddy issues, it actually stems from something that is fundamentally off or wrong. And how do I mean? A young girl who did not have a father figure in her life might grow up to have daddy issues, and sometimes it could play out in different ways. Now, for a young girl who had the issue of abandonment, probably the dad left the mom and left her, this kind of girl may grow up, to be overtly independent, because there was no daddy to be there to say, okay, I got you, don't accept this is what you want, or even so to say, show that outward love. You know what I mean? When a girl has, her daddy's support and all of that. But this particular lady she doesn't have it. So it can actually lead to early independence. Now, this independence is good on one part. It's good because for these women, they grow up strong. They are able to make decisions and stand by it no matter the opposition. For this kind of women too, they're able to think on their feet and actually get things done for themselves. Yes. So this is the good part. But on the flip side, it can also lead to what I would call an overtly independence. This kind of woman does not easily trust, especially the male category. She feels like everything is being done, or that is about to be done, so to say, is going to sabotage her, or something in that nature. So it can actually lead to an overtly independent woman. Another characteristics of a lady who grew up without a male figure, a father figure in her life, is that this kind of lady might need constant assurance. She might not really believe in herself. She might not think she's worthy enough, especially if it's a dad that left. Do you understand? There is this gap that it may leave. There is this locking feeling of inadequacy that it may leave on a woman. So if you're a man and you find yourself in a relationship with this kind of lady, and maybe you guys have discussed, she has told you her story, and you could see that this behavior stems from something very fundamental from her childhood, it's very important that you give her constant assurance. It's very important. You need to assure her that you're here to stay, you're not leaving, you're going to be there for her. Your love for her is not dependent on maybe a physical outlook, because she might have this fear that, okay, you might be here for the moment, but maybe when we advance in our relationship, you might stop loving me. When I give birth, and my body may go out of shape, and you might just leave me for another woman. This kind of women, they need assurance. You need to constantly assure her that you will be available. And beyond the assurance, you need to encourage her to have a life outside your relationship, so to say. You need to encourage her to build her circle of friends that add meaning to her life. Yes, You need to encourage her to have a job, a vocation, or something that she's passionate about. You need to encourage her in this kind of things, and you need to also encourage her to, you need to assure her that you are here to stay. Now, another characteristic of a woman who has daddy issues, or who grew up without a father figure in her life, closely related to what I just said now, is still that feeling of, she will have abandonment issues. She might feel that you are going to go and all of that. So this kind of woman constantly needs assurance. Now, she might also be unable to feel secure with a partner. She understands that it has nothing to do with you. That's everything to do with her growing up. And these kind of things are not something that just goes away. You have to be patient, you have to be understanding, and you have to let her know that, see, I'm here for you. Right. Another characteristic of girls with daddy issues is that they like attention. They like attention. The truth is, if you see a baby girl with her dad, with that has a present dad, when I mean present dad, a dad that is fully involved in her life, shown her all the love, shown her what is acceptable and what is not acceptable. This kind of girls already have a standard, okay? Yes. But for the one that there was no daddy, this parental figure was out, she would need attention, because she did not get that attention at her childhood from her dad. So she might overtly need attention from you. Okay, I want you to understand that it is not something that you should write her off on. Like I said earlier, encourage her to have a life outside your relationship, but also make sure that you're present, and yes, be attentive to her. It goes a long way. I promise you, it is also very healing when she knows that you are attentive to her and attentive to her needs. Yes. So a girl with daddy issues sometimes might end up being promiscuous. Yes, because she's looking for those love that she did not get from her father. She's looking for it from most times every and any available man, and we know what it is out there. It is not gotten that way. So she might be falling in and out of different situationships, because at this point it's not a relationship, looking for this love, looking for someone who will fill this gap. So if you know somebody in this category, or if peradventure you can relate to what I'm saying, I want you to know this afternoon that you cannot get that fulfillment from being in one relationship after the next. No, you can find that fulfillment from yourself first, by telling yourself that, okay, yes, I have this issue, but I'm not going to allow it to define me. Getting involved in things, having a social circle, having friends that impact your life. Yes. So this is one of the ways that you can actually help yourself come out of this. Another characteristic of girls with daddy issues sometimes can even lead to arrogance. She has this, it's just like it's inbuilt. It just flips out. It's not really her doing. It's something that has to do with some foundational imbalance. And most time, some of these ladies, when they get to the position of power, and they have men under them, they might want to showcase a lot of authority. They don't know how to manage the power given to them. That is for the ladies that allowed the absence of their dad to get a strong hold on them. So if you know somebody who is dealing with these issues, or if you can relate to what I'm saying, I want you to know that it is not your fault that your dad left, or it is not your fault that probably your dad was late and you didn't have a male figure that you could actually look up to. Yes, you could actually begin from yourself, to develop yourself from your within. Tell yourself that I am worthy, and I'm deserving of love, and I love myself first, so I can accept the love of others. I'm not dependent on others to give me the love and acceptability that I need. Yes, and this is part of the way that you can actually come out of it, or encourage somebody, a lady who you know is having these issues. So I'm going to be very brief on today's video. I'd like to see comments on these other ways you think that girls with daddy issues can actually come out of that, how you think that they can actually, be more relatable and it's not very easy. This is something that has to do with your childhood, so it does not just happen overnight. So if you have any encouraging word, for someone who might have these issues, I'd like you to drop it in the comment section. Thank you so much. I'd like you to give this video a like, and I'd like you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. See you on my next video. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful day.